Sounds good, guys. So happy Friday to everyone. It's 4 o'clock, and like I said, I just wanted to come on here to talk about some of the new releases by Mattamy Homes. Obviously, as you know, Mattamy is one of the biggest builders here in the GTA. That's currently building on a number of different sites: Oakville, Milton, Mississauga, Brampton, Guelph, east towards Kitchener. There's a number of different sites. We focus primarily on the west end of GTA. So we're working in 3 to 4 core markets: Oakville, Milton, Mississauga, Burlington, and then as a general, GTA. Starting with Oakville, we have a new release tomorrow, which is by Mattamy Homes. They're going to be releasing a new batch of townhomes, detached homes, and actually they're coming out with 3 different layouts, which I'm going to go over today. So the release of the lots will be tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We do have kind of an idea of where in that site, if anyone's familiar with the Joshua Creek site, we have kind of an idea of where they're going to be released. And we're going to also touch upon Mattamy Milton, which we have a combination of townhomes, detached homes, and two level townhomes, 3 level townhomes, and single and double car garage detached homes. Obviously, right now the market is extremely challenging, so there is room to kind of push the builder a little bit down, whether it's on the closing date, whether it's on the price point. We can work with them on a few different things. And Mattamy has just released a new plan, which kicked in on January 24th. This is basically a new home price protection plan. How this works, which we got clarification on, is that 30 days prior to your closing date, if you book a property with Mattamy, 30 days prior to your closing date, if the prices go lower, Mattamy will honor the new price point. If it's for the exact same model that they're selling, 30 days out from your closing, if that model price is lower, they will honor the new pricing for you. But again, it has to be 30 days. It's not a matter of you booking a lot tomorrow, and let's say a month from now, the prices go lower, but your closing is still 6 months away. It doesn't apply. It has to be 30 days prior to your closing. So that is a new incentive plan that Mattamy has kicked in here. Today, this stream will just be on the Mattamy projects, and then we'll touch base in the coming weeks on a few different projects. But Mattamy Oakville is releasing tomorrow, like I mentioned, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys to show you. If I go over here, basically this is the site. So if anyone's familiar with Joshua Creek is located at Dundas and 8th Line, and it's a lot of development they're doing there. They've been building there for a few years now, and let me just pull up the main intersection here. So this is an old satellite image, but if you zoom it out, you can see that this is Dundas all here, and this is 9th Line. I'll actually pull out my drawing tool here. See if this works. Okay, let me just refresh this all. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna delete all this over here. Okay, so basically this is the whole site of Joshua Creek. This is Burnhamthorpe, which runs all the way to 9th Line. This is 9th Line over here, and Dundas is over here, and then 8th Line is essentially, sorry, that's Trafalgar. So you know what, I'll maybe cut it over here. So this is the cemetery over here. So this is kind of an X out. But all this land over here is Mattamy Joshua Creek. I mean, there's a few different builders here. There's 6 builders here. But Mattamy, has a good portion of this land. And where they're releasing these lots are going to be in this section over here. So if I show you on a map, this is the sites. These are the lots that are going to be released. So you can see these are going to be townhomes. These are going to be detached. Now, we don't know if they're going to release every single unit here. It might be one block here of rear lanes. It might be some townhouses here, and it might be a few detached here. But if anyone is familiar with that Joshua Creek site, if you look over here, the school, it would be basically over here. This is John McKay. So if you followed this John McKay all the way down to all the way down, then you'll hit Dundas. But essentially, the lots are going to come over here. We aren't expecting no premium lots. Like over here, you can see that these are some premium lots. We still have some available, but the lots that they're going to release tomorrow, most likely they're not going to be premium lots. They're going to be more kind of interior lots inside the community. But we have 3 different, like I mentioned, layouts, which I will quickly go over. These are for the detached, and we'll start with this model, which is the Winterbrook. So this is a single car garage detached. We'll have the pricing tomorrow, but it's around 2,600 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 washroom. And actually the link for all this information is in the YouTube description below. So if you want to click it and go over all of this yourself, you can. Here's a floor plan for this one, the Winterbrook. So again, if anyone wants us to send this to them, the link is in the description below with all the information, but text us your email to my number 647-628-4025, and we can send you all this information. But essentially that's the one model. The second model is the Monroe, which is a double car garage. This is a new model they're releasing tomorrow, 11 o'clock. And this is a double car garage, like I mentioned, 4-bedroom, 2 washroom, 2,736 square feet. It's a 38-foot lot. And then we have another double car garage option, which is the Redwood. And they've shared with us 2 different elevations. Elevation is just the outside of the house. Typically the interior layouts tend to be the same. But this is one exterior shot of the Redwood model. This is a double car garage, 4-bedroom, 2 washroom, 2,853 square feet. And this is an alternative elevation. Let me just make sure. Actually, that one's the same one. There's another elevation here. Sorry, that's the same one. I'll have to find the other one for you guys. And then the layout. So again, we can share all this information with you guys. 11 o'clock tomorrow, they're going to be releasing. So those are the 3 new layouts right now in terms of price point. If we look at the latest pricing, not including the new release tomorrow, which we're expecting the prices will probably be the same. And the new layouts, the prices will probably fall in line with the previous layouts in terms of, like, if you're comparing same square footage to an older layout, that new layout, this pricing is probably going to be similar. But for the single car garage detached options, they're starting from 1.351 in Oakville, which is still high. I mean, Oakville is an expensive market, but compared to Milton and Mississauga, it is cheaper. So single car garage are starting from 1.351. And double car garage are starting from 1.550. If anyone books through us, we will be offering for a limited time cashback. It's a specific dollar cashback, which we will mention to you guys. The benefit of going through us as realtors is that we can guide you through the whole process. We've done a lot of sales with Mattamy, and we continue to do a lot of sales with Mattamy, so we know their whole process from booking to final closing, PDI inspections. We can guide you through everything. We also have our own in-house mortgage team, so we can assist you guys with the mortgage. If you need lawyers, if you need any other reference, we can provide it. We have all of them on hand. But we'll offer you guys a cashback. So technically, going through us, you'll probably get a better deal. Booking directly through Mattamy, and we'll be able to guide you through the whole process. If anyone is looking to get an idea of what the houses look like, we can always schedule appointments to go see some of the houses that are already built, or we can show you video walkthroughs. We've taken video walkthroughs of previous models that they're currently selling, so it can actually give you an idea. You're not just booking based off of a floor plan. We can actually show you an actual video of what that house looks like, 4K video. So that's for Oakville. 11 o'clock tomorrow, they're going to have that new release. So we're going to have basically the original layouts, which we are currently selling. We're going to have more lots of those layouts released. We're going to have more townhouses, 2-level townhouses, probably 3-level townhouses. And then we're going to have more detached. And then again, like I mentioned, the new layouts here, Monroe, Redwood, and Winterbrook. These 3 new layouts are going to be released. If we shift our focus towards Mattamy Milton, we actually took some footage from that site, which I will show you guys. This is a drone footage which we took a few days back. And this is just showing that progress at that site. So for anyone that's looking to book a quick move-in house here at the Mattamy Milton site, we do have some houses that are currently under construction that Mattamy hasn't sold, but wants to sell, and we can tell you at what stage those houses are at in terms of construction. So to give you guys a realistic timeline of when the completions would be, and for the ones that are quick move-ins, Mattamy tends to already choose the colors and the pattern or the upgrades and all that stuff. But we can tell you based on if it's, if they've broken the ground, do we still have flexibility to change certain things, the upgrades, the finishes? If anyone is open to booking just a pre-construction option here, where you book the unit and Mattamy will build it after 1 year, with those options, you can choose all your finishes, all your upgrades yourself. And we still have some options here. Townhouses are very limited at Milton, but we are expecting another release here of 2-level townhouses. The 3-level back-to-back townhouses, we still have a lot of inventory here. And for detached single and double car garage, we still have some availability here. Mattamy is a much more affordable price point than Oakville. This site is not too far from Oakville. It's just 5 to 10 minutes away. I would say closer to 10 minutes from that Oakville site, but you're saving about 200,000 plus. So the single car garage detached option here at the Milton Mattamy site, you could get for $1 million, $1,020,000, $1,030,000, whereas in Oakville you'd be paying 1.3. We can get you a double car garage option here with Mattamy as low as 1.2. So if I show you guys the pricing right now, we have 2 phases here for the detached, but you can see this one is a Belmont model. They're selling it for $1,045,000 plus the lot premium, but $1,067,000, $1,057,000. These are all single car garage detached options. We can go over the layouts with you guys, and then the double car garage. These are quick move-ins, but I'll just show you quickly. For the double car garage, Maxi Corner is starting from $1,086,000. Cedric is 1.2. If you are a first-time home buyer, you will get the rebates, GST rebate, and also the 8% rebate is also proposed. So those 2 rebates would be at play. So you would save that, if you're a first-time home buyer. Most likely, it would be you would apply to the government as for the rebate at the time of closing. I don't know if Mattamy or these builders are going to give it to you as an amendment on the purchase price on the statement of adjustments. I think it's more so you would apply directly from the government. But we're still waiting on the framework. But the GST is likely going to pass. The PST 8% is in the proposal stage, but very likely that 8% rebate is going to pass as well. Townhouses at Milton, we do have townhouses here starting from the $700,000 price point. Those are for the back-to-backs. And for the 2-level townhouses, we only have 1 unit left. We're still waiting for another release, but those typically start from the 900s. For the 2-level townhouses, those are traditional 2 levels with backyards and basements. And for the 3 levels, I don't believe we have any 3-story townhomes currently available. I will have to take a look here to see if we do. Yeah, we do have rear lanes. So we have rear lanes, which basically you have 2-car garage in the back, but it is 3-level. Those are starting from the 800s. I think we have a few still remaining. No, we have some remaining here at the Milton site. But do these ones come with basements? Yes, these ones come with basements as well. So 3-level townhouses at Milton, we can get you in the 800s. 2-level townhouses, we can get you in the 900s. Single garage detached, we can get you in the $1 million range, and double car garage from 1.2 at Milton. Mississauga has done extremely well. The Mattamy Mississauga site, that is the 9, which is a combination of 3-level back-to-back townhomes and 3-story townhomes with backyards and basements. And then we have dual frontage 3-level townhouses. Dual frontage are basically you're not attached by a townhouse from the back, but you have an entrance on one side, an entrance on the back, but no basement, but no attachment to another townhouse. So the back-to-backs in Mississauga are starting from the $750 price point. The 3-level townhouses are starting from the 3-level dual frontage, are starting from $850. The 3-story townhouses with backyards and basements with the pothole fee, $99 pothole fee, are starting from around $869. And then the freeholds, which are complete freeholds with no pothole fees, those are starting from $904. Those come with a basement and backyard. The pothole fee is only $99 a month, and the first 2 years is waived. So if anyone is considering a cheaper option, it could be a good option. It does come with a pothole, yes, but $99 a month, first 2 years is free. And Mattamy does not. Mattamy, like these are not condo apartments. These are low-rise townhomes. There's not many amenities there, so we aren't expecting these bottle fees to increase substantially over a period of time. If anyone wants to book a freehold option versus a bottle option, you're going to be paying $50,000-$60,000 more. So then it comes down to, like, a calculation. Are you planning to live in this house for 30, 40 years? Because if you are, if you go for a freehold option, you're going to be paying $50,000 more, but it's amortized in your mortgage. Or you go for the bottle option and you'll be paying $100, $100 maybe a month, $110 a month. But yeah, but you're going to be saving $50,000 on the purchase price. So depends on what you guys are looking for. Right now at this site, they have done extremely well, like I mentioned. So there's 200 units here total that they're going to be releasing here. And right now, of the 200 units, they have released 104 and they've sold 85. This was taken a few days back. So they're about 85% sold out of their current inventory at the Mattamy 9 site. We are sold out of the freeholds. All the freeholds are sold out and all the back-to-backs are sold out. So we have some dual frontage, 3-level townhouses, and we have some 3-level townhouses which come with the basement and backyard, but common element, bottle for $99 a month. We have some of those options available. If anyone's interested in the back-to-backs, which are starting in the 700s, or the complete freeholds starting from the 900s, you will have to wait because they're sold out. But we are expecting them to do another release shortly. So if anyone is interested in a specific model, we can send you all the information here. This is an amazing site in Mississauga at Britannia 9th Line. And and it's done very well. So those are the 3 sites that we're kind of, working on actively. With all 3 sites, we are offering a cashback from our side for a limited time. So if anyone wants to connect with us, we can get you guys probably the best deal. And but going back to Oakville, like I mentioned, we have the release tomorrow, 11 o'clock. In this YouTube video, the description is below. If anyone's watching me on Facebook, I'll also put the link in the Facebook description. And on TikTok, I'll put in the TikTok description. So you can go over all the information. And if you guys want to reach out to us, my contact again is 647-628-4025. And we are working with other builders as well. Mattamy's not the only builder we work with. But if anyone wants to connect with us to see what other options we have available in Milton, Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, reach out to us. And like I said, we don't just work in these markets. We work across the GTA, but we specialize in these markets. So anyone specifically, if anyone's looking outside of these markets, still reach out to us. We can still assist you. But until then, guys, have a good weekend. Tomorrow will be the launch.